Hey pumpkins, welcome back to my page. Today I'm going to be showing you how to create this beautiful makeup look. And if you want to know how to get this gorgeousy number, just keep watching. Okay, so my first step was putting on eye patches, and then I went in with this Tower 28 spray to moisturize your face. You put this on before moisturizer. It has no alcohol in it, so this won't dry your face out, but it's supposed to rejuvenate your skin. So I'm gonna let my eye patches set the rest of the way, and then we'll move on. So I'm gonna go in with my LYS Think Bright Hydrating Serum with vitamin C and hyaluronic acid. It's a glow and hydrating serum. You just want to put a couple of drops on your face and then rub it in like nobody's business. Okay, y'all know the drill. After that, I always use my Dermalogica Clear Start Mattifying Moisturizer. You know I love this stuff. When I run out of it, I don't know what I'm going to use next, but I hope it's as good as this is for sure. Dermalogica Mattifying Moisturizer, SPF 30. This stuff is amazing if you guys haven't tried it. It is a little bit expensive, but it is totally worth it, and it makes my face really hydrated and feel really good. For lips to moisturize, I'm going to be using this Hemp and Peppermint Lip Serum by Avio Skin. I have never used this before, but I love peppermint and I love hemp products. So let's see. Here we go. It's definitely pepperminty. I really like that. It's natural, vegan, cruelty-free, gluten-free, paraben-free, and toxic-free. So that's awesome. Oh, how neat. I really like that. And it says Speak Up on it. I don't know if you can tell, but it says Speak Up. This is a really nice lip balm. I really like it. Okay, so I'm going in with my Benefit Brow Styler. I have already combed through my brows, but we're just going to add just a little bit. Just fill them in. I don't do anything extra. I just fill in what I have, because I feel like for the most part, as long as I shape my brows and stuff like that, they don't look terrible. But I'll just take this end and kind of feel where I feel like needs to be filled. And then I'll take the other end, which is like a sponge applicator kind of thing, and I'll just take it, kind of do the same. We'll fill everything in just like so. And so I make sure everything's even. I go in with my spoolie again, and I just kind of rework a little bit. And after that, I'll take my Florence by Mills Clear Brow Gel. We will just set our brows. First, I lift my brows up, and then I will comb them over to lay them down. That way, they stay all day long. And look at them. They don't look terrible. We'll snatch them a little bit, but as far as I'm aware, that brow looks pretty decent. Next product that I'm going to be using is this Becky Sue eyeshadow primer in white. I got this off of Amazon, and we're going to just prime my eyes with it. Now, I haven't used this in a while, so we might need to like shake it up some, but I'm going to use it on my lids, and I'm just going to rub it in with my finger. You can be careful around your brows, but we can also fix them a little bit later. If they get a little bit out of place, it's okay. But I'm going to go ahead and prime my eye with this. I am now going to set my primer with the Kimchi Puff Puff Pass Translucent Powder. I've been using this for a while and I really love it. So that's what I'm using to go through and thoroughly set my primer. Taking the Pastel Goth palette into the color Dagger, I am going to map out the wing look, because I'm going to do an ombre in a wing. So I want like right here. Let's see. We're going to do like right like this. And then I'm going to just, you see what I'm saying? We're just going to map out. We're mapping. So I'm going to do right at my art right here. And then right at the end of my, I'll bring that down some. Okay. So I've got right here at my arch and right here. And now I'll just connect everything in one swift motion. And this will kind of be in the lines of where we're working at. So I'm going to do it to the other side. Okay, we're going back in time a little bit. I've got a bunch of sponge applicators. I'm taking the color Meow out of the palette on one of those sponge applicators, and we're gonna go in the inner corner of our eye. I'm gonna load the brush up. So we're not blending out just yet, but I'm going in with that blue color, and we're gonna put it right in here. And you're gonna be like, Kaitlyn, that's not blended. I know we're gonna blend a little bit later, but right now I'm worried about just applying that color on the lid and getting it really pigmented, which is not hard to do, as you can tell. With using, sometimes you just have to go back to the sponge applicators just to really kind of get the pigment that you're wanting, stuff like that. Next is the gray. We're going in with the gray, but I'm gonna take a small blending brush for the gray just because it's really pigmented, and I'm gonna start on the outer corner and kind of feather it lightly on the way in. That way we can blend it really well, and it's kind of like a gradient effect. This side, this is kind of what we're going for, but over here. So just do a lot of blending with this brush into the blue. And how I blend really well is I just kind of want to make my shape. The shape's already made. So then I go in, I get a little bit of gray, and then I will start blending it at the edge. And I will stay here for like, no lie, probably like 15-20 minutes just to make sure this is blended to my liking. So I'll come back once I blend everything. Right. So I'm taking a small fluffy brush. I'm dipping it into this white skull color. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to blend all the harsh edges out. And the white is going to help kind of buff everything and blend everything out. I want it to look kind of like this and not like this. So we're just going to get some white and just keep blending, just keep blending. And that gray, it's okay. It will blend out. So just kind of blend everything with that white. I'll be here for the next 5 minutes blending everything out. I've blocked it out with white. Now, I still think it needs to be cleaned up a little bit with lashes. It'll look a lot better. But this is where we're at. I'm so much happier with this than the other. So I'm taking my Beautybykaitlyn white water activated liner, and I will show you what I'm going to do. I've got it on just a little liner brush, and I'll see if I can zoom this in just a little bit more. Okay, here we go. I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. Dip it if you have to. Here we go. I just outlined all this. Alright, it's hard to keep it focused. Here's what we got. This is what we're working with. Alright, so I'm going to use the Kimchi liquid eyeliner. I'm just creating like a very small wing and outlining my eye. Like this. Because I am going to be wearing lashes. So I just want a little something. Like that. Not a lot. Just a little something. So I'm going to let that dry, and then we're going to keep going. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and throw on some lashes, and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm going to use the Ciate London Watermelon Burst Hydrating Primer all over my face. Now, I haven't done my lashes, my bottom lashes or my eyeliner on the bottom yet, because I'm going to do that after I do my foundation. So I'm just going to rub this in, let it sit for just a few minutes, and then I'll show you the next step. I'm going to do something a little different today. Okay, so now that that is set for a minute, I'm going to go in with my MAC. This is the Prep and Prime, the Fix Plus spray. I'm going to spray my face, let it dry, and then we're going to do our foundation. So I'm going to use the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless Foundation in Light Beige 118. And I'm just going to put little dots of this all over my face and blend this out with a beauty blender. You put whatever foundation that you want to, but I'm going to use this one because I like it a lot. So I'm going to do this, and I'm just going to blend it all out, and we got to make it look flawless up in here. And I'm using a dampened beauty blender as well. Okay, I'm now going to take my Kosas Reveal Super Creamy Brightening Concealer in 1.5C. This stuff is $30. It can be found in my TikTok shop, but oh my, I thought I loved the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer, but there is just something about this concealer that I like even more. It stays all day. It's super creamy. I'm going to put some like up here, and I feel like it just looks really good after it's blended in and stuff. So if you haven't tried the Kosas concealer, try it. It's worth the $30. Like I said, it's in my TikTok shop if you are interested. And now I'm just going to go through and blend it out with my beauty sponge and immediately set it with a dry small beauty sponge and my Puff Puff Path Kimchi setting powder. Alright, so I'm done with that. I'm just going to take a face brush and some extra translucent setting powder, and I'm just going to set my whole face. That Kosas concealer blends out like a dream, and the way that it works with the Puff Puff Pass powder is just amazing. I think it looks good. It feels good. It stays on my skin for a while, and yeah, so we're just setting our whole face with some of that loose powder now. Not a whole lot because you don't want your face to look cakey, but just a little bit just to kind of set the cream product. Y'all already know that the Physicians Butter Bronzer for contouring and creating shadow is my favorite right now. I really like the Aesthetica one, but this is easier to get your hands on, so I always recommend it for someone who wants to contour their face, but they want a really decent product. So I will see, snatched, not snatched. Look at this transformation. Watch. Watch. Forehead. We're going to do kind of like a 3 outline. Except for I press it into my hairline, so it kind of blends better. Get more. I come 1/3 of the way in. Look at that. Looks so much better. Take just a little bit on my nose. Listen, this process doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be, you know. Okay, now I'm taking the L'Oreal Glam Bronzer in number 3D, and I have just been working it in. Now this is going to give you a little bit of shimmer and a little bit of glow. Now I've got the really dark shade. I should have gotten a shade or so lighter, but if you work it in and pat it in, it looks really good. It doesn't look bad once you blend in and like blend this out. It doesn't look as bad, and I'll show you how I do that in just a second. But I just kind of warm up everything. That's your sun-kissed look. Now to fix this area, I'm going to show you what I do. I take a little bit of my powder and I will blend it out with the powder. If it's too rough looking, you can always kind of smooth everything up and blend everything out to make it not look as muddy. So I'm just going to do that to both sides. Okay, so Pumpkin gifted me this face palette. It's the Physicians Formula Dream Team Butter Face Palette. And I could have used the bronzer in the, or the contour color, but I'm going to use the blush. I honestly should have just used the one in here, but. So I take it on my blush brush and I tap my blush in right up above where that bronzer and contour is. I pat and then rub. Pat and then rub. And this ensures that everything blends well. I also always blush my nose. Don't ever forget to blush your nose, y'all. I love this blush. It's Maru Butter Blush. It's like this like rose kind of burnt, dusty, like, I don't know how to explain it, but it's really nice and beautiful, and I just really like this color. So I'm gonna go ahead and work this all into the face. So I have the Verse. These are glow drops, illuminating glow drop. I got these off the TikTok shop. This is also in my TikTok shop. These are in sheer bronze. We are going to try this out as a highlighter. I'm really excited about it. These are $18. So without further ado, let's get to. Okay, we're gonna shut up. No way. Oh my gosh, I love these. I need more. I need some right here and right here. Y'all, I can't. Look at that. Y'all know I'm like, if you can't see my highlight from Mars, that I don't need a part in that. Look at that. Yes, ma'am. Okay, so I'm gonna layer my highlight. This looks stunning. I want to leave it as is, but I haven't gotten to try this highlighter out of this palette yet, and honestly, I think it'll look really good over top of it. It does. Just as I expected. Take a look at my makeup. Man, she's ready for summer. This makeup look turned out gorgeous, but we're not done yet. She's still going that crazy, Kaitlyn. That looks good though. I'm gonna use a white eyeliner on the waterline. This is from Essence, and we're just gonna put it on our waterline like so. And then I'm gonna put bottom mascara on and lipstick, and I'll be back. Okay, so this is what I came up with. This is what it looks like. I am happy with this look. It took entirely way too long. I did space buns, as you can see. A lot of people on TikTok wanted me to do a hair tutorial, so I do have one linked on TikTok. But I had entirely a lot of fun doing this makeup look, but it took forever. And I was so disappointed because the colors that I wanted to do with the graphic liner just didn't work. But that just shows you, like, we're all experimenting with makeup. There's no right or wrong reason or right or wrong way. And I was trying something new, and who's to say that next time I wouldn't just nail it and knock it out of the park, you know? So I appreciate you guys watching. If you all like this makeup look, let me know. If you were in the live while I did this and messed up and stuff, let me know if you like how it finally turned out. And just remember to spread love, kindness, and positivity to yourself and others. And until next time, stay cool and be you. Bye!